Now we go back to plate racing as we go to the fastest tri-oval in the country, Talladega, for the Aaron's 312 of the Sunoco Busch Grand National Series. And on the pole at 192.162 miles per hour is Jacob Rodriguez in the 13 Glidden Paints Lumina. And on the outside will be Diana Panic in the 83 Purex Ford. Diana has qualified on the front row at both of our restrictor plate tracks, as she does so here, as she qualifies outside of Rodriguez. Following them in row number 2 will be Mike Doobie in the number 90 and Matt Richards in the 49. Row number 3 will be Don Laprad. Matt Richards was our winner at Bristol. Don Laprad, our winner at Las Vegas, will make row number 3 with Tim Gardner, our Rockingham winner. Celia Brewer in row number 4 in the 36, and Zed Weinstein make up that row, followed by Andre Castro and Trey Roberts. In row 5, Ken Johnson and Jason Wong will make up row number 6. Charles Jackson and Keith Batson will make up row number 7. Christina Cowan, our most recent winner at Texas in the Pontiac, and Ann Batson, our Daytona winner, looking to try to win another plate race, row number 8. Casey Hutchinson and Kelsey McEwen make row number 9. Kelsey trying to make points, trying to get the number 1 spot in the point standings. Jack Richards and Grace Friedman make row number 10. Jeremy Doobie and Grace Gooden. Grace is our points leader. Jeremy Doobie's our most recent pole sitter, also at Texas. Adam Chambers and Alexander Nielsen Leach makes row 12. Nick Knotts and Gabriella Bryan, our Daytona pole sitter, is in row 13. Darnell Jones and Courtney Winterbauer, row 14. Tim Freilich and Adam Fiegel, row 15. Lena Savage, Ralph Green. We make row 16, Dougie Shears and Jordan Hetzer. Jordan, our winner at Darlington. Dougie was our pole sitter at South Boston. Row number, Dougie Shears and Jordan Hetzer. Row number 13 will be Juliet Leonard and Faith Johnson. Row 14 will be Hayden Klein and Christian Brannon. Ed Gardner and Gerald Dickman will make row 14, and while Rodriguez will bookend both ends of the field, as Matthew Rodriguez will be 41st, and our South Boston winner Emily Johnson will be outside him. So you got a Rodriguez on the inside on the pole and a Rodriguez on the inside tailing the field. You wonder how funny how things work out like that. It's gonna be 12 laps around the 2 2/3 mile tri-oval that's notorious for the fastest speed in Cup racing history, and it's gonna be spearheaded by the number 83 Ford and the Glidden Paints Lumina. Green flag getting set to fly, and we are racing. No, I'm not doing the Darrell Waltrip boogity boogity boogity. You're not getting that from me, pal. Sorry. I'd rather play a soundbite. But it's going to be Jacob Rodriguez jumping to the early lead. There's going to be a lot of thoroughbred racing, just like you're going to see at Daytona. Do not hedge your bets. Do not pen in who's going to win. There's going to be a lot of changing of leads. There's going to be a lot of swapping lanes. There's going to be a lot of mess, a lot of haphazard stuff till we go to the white flag. That's when it's going to get fun. Case in point, here comes Mike Doobie, and as well as Don Laprad, our winner at Las Vegas. Doobie got the lead, so Rodriguez will drop back. Be a lot of swapping and swapping and swapping. You see Zed Weinstein, the 00, right there on the high side. A lot of them are going up high, as well as the number 43 of Adam Fiegel. Let's sit back here. Jordan Hetzer, Faith Johnson. I almost thought we saw a 4 abreast, but not really. It'd be interesting if we did. It wouldn't surprise me, though. There's, Batson right there with the 85. Keith Batson, of course, up there. Diana Paddock going for the number 1 spot. You also see on the inside Ken Johnson trying to go on the inside of Andre Castro. Mike Doobie drops up to the high side. The 59 of Charles Jackson right there. The FTP breaks forward. Our most recent winner at Texas, right there in the mix. That is the number 89 of Christina Cowan. Ken Johnson's got the lead, though. That's the interesting thing about Talladega. The finish line is after the tri-oval when you head down that straightaway, as opposed to Daytona, where the finish is at the corner of the tri-oval. So, usually makes a lot more fun racing. As here comes our most recent winner, Christina Cowan. Look at the double and win another one in a row. Nobody's repeated yet. The only thing is, if you have already repeated, that means the second guy or girl that finishes behind you qualifies for the Winston, or in this case, the Busch All-Stars. That's usually our rule because we guarantee one from every race. And I know right now the leader, number 45, Casey Hutchinson Ford, wants it to be her. Jeremy Doobie right there, the pole sitter from Texas, right there. Jack Richards drops back. Adam Chambers is now in third. There's the number 29 of Nick Knotts, right there. The Hardys, Pontiac. Dale Jarrett 1989 Kel Yarborough team car. Right behind Adam Chambers. In the Masters Economy in Ford, Del McCowart car. Ford Thunderbird to be exact. Look at all the great racing back here as you see our points leader Grace Gunnan almost dead last. Only difference, Alexander Wilson Leach is ahead of her, as well as Zed Weinstein. Well, Zed's gonna actually get around, but there's Emily Johnson. The Batsons battling it out as Keith passes Ann. Down here, see some good stuff going on there. Dougie Shears as well. There's Dunlaprad. And of course our winners, Cowan, our pole sitter, right there. Doobie drop it back. Chambers drop it back. A new leader right now is Lena Savage. Dougie Shears right there. They were looking at a guy who's trying to get a lot of points. That's Kelsey McEwen. He wants points. Lena Savage wants to win. Same with Dougie Shears. Dougie's going to go to the inside. Here comes Dougie. The Country Time Ford. Number 68, following by the number 80 Ford of Juliet Leonard. Hayden Klein back in there yet again. I think that's... Oops. How about that? Our points leader is dead last right now. The number 02 of Grace Gunnan. As Hayden Klein sets the tone, there's Matthew Rodriguez down there with the Copenhagen Olds, the AJ Foyt Cup car from 89. There's Faith Johnson, right behind the number 93 of Ed Gardner, trying to look for another win. Gardner's going to the inside of Hayden Klein. We're basically at the halfway point, 6 rounds, 6 to go. Like I said, a lot of swapping, a lot of taking for positions. That's what you get with a plate track like Talladega. Like you also we saw with Daytona. There's Christian Brandon again, the number 87. 3 abreast going for second with Matthew Rodriguez in the middle. Faith Johnson leads so far. Faith wants to lead a lap. Faith wants to actually join sister Emily in the winner's circle this season. Emily won at South Boston. Faith wants to win here, but I don't think it's going to happen. But here comes Christian Brandon going to the inside, take the number 1 spot, and he does just that. Adam Fiegel right there in the number 43. Gerald Dickman. Courtney Winterbauer in the number 40 also following suit. Matthew Rodriguez going to drop back obviously as well too. Here comes the number 70 of Ralph Green as well to make it to the top 5. Gabrielle O'Brien, our Daytona winner right there. Jordan Hetzer, our Darlington winner. Excuse me, Gabrielle O'Brien was our Daytona pole sitter. And speaking of Emily Johnson here, she comes. As now Faith drops way high. You're looking in the... which was not really intended. And we're yellow. Wow. Dougie Shears. And that's something that's not really fun. As well as Jacob Rodriguez, our pole sitter. Diana Panic was in there. Mike Doobie. Man. Car's going in the grass. Who's that? Matt Richards. I do believe we still have something going on. I do believe who got the lead back to the starting line, I do not know. But that was not what you wanted. I think Christian Brandon did, or Gerald Dickman, I don't know, but that could mean the end of the race. Yep, Gerald Ickmat got to the line first at 204.961 miles an hour. So, Gerald Ickmat may have won this race. Man. Let's see what happened that culminated there. You see Jacob Rodriguez, our pole sitter, out of the race. That is so unfortunate. Dougie Shears, who was very well performed there. Yep, that was what was going on. We saw it was happening before that. They became victims of the circumstances. I think this is why. Dougie Shears, you see right there. Aha, there you go. Keith Batson, Jason Wong, Diana Panic. They were going 4 abreast, was getting attempted here. And Keith Batson was right there in the victim column. And you see there was all bumping and grinding going on. And then a little retaliation sending Diana up into Dougie Shears, who was unsuspected. Then Dougie came down, caught the number 49 of Matt Richards, our Bristol winner. He's done, as well as Jacob Rodriguez. Mike Doobie dodging bullets. Nope, he got caught too. Mike Doobie got caught. You talk about the guy who dodged really a bullet was Alexander Wilson Leach. Tim Gardner, our winner at Rockingham, was involved there. It was putrid. It was not pretty. A tough break. And obviously to win back to the line was Gerald Ickmat, who led the tone. I think they already had crossed the line by this time. Yep, they had already crossed when we went yellow, right? Yep. Yep, they had already crossed the line, so I think Gerald Ickmat is going to win this event. Yep, because by the time the wreck happened, they were just getting to the line. Gerald Ickmat had got it, so I do believe Gerald Ickmat is going to win here. I don't know. It's only lap 9 of 12. I would not, bet on the fact that we're going to see a yellow. We're going to see a finish to this race. Gerald Ickmat leads. Courtney Winterbauer is second. Ralph Green is third. Gabriella Bryan, Adam Fiegel, Jordan Hetzer, Christian Brannon, Emily Johnson, Matthew Rodriguez, Jeremy Doobie. Your top 10, Hayden Klein, Trey Roberts, Juliet Leonard, Christina Cowan, Kelsey McEwen, Ian Batson, Faith Johnson, Tim Freilich, Zed Weinstein, Nick Knotts, Casey Hutchinson, Ken Johnson, Darnell Jones, Ed Gardner, Keith Batson, Adam Chambers, Jason Wong, Charles Jackson, Lena Savage, Grace Gooden, Andre Castro, Grace Friedman, Dunn Lapred, Celia Brewer, Jack Richards, Alexander Wilson Leach, Mike Doobie, Diana Panic, and Jacob Rodriguez, our pole sitter, is going to finish dead last. A tough break for Jacob, as well as Dougie Shears, who was very well performed. And I do believe Matt Richards and Tim Gardner are going to still be in the race, as well as Diana Panic. But they're going to be able to finish this race. I do not think we'll be able to, though. Let's see, it's going to be 2 laps to go this time by. Actually, it's 3 laps to go. Now it's going to be 2 laps to go. And this race is done. So, Gerald Ickmat is going to win this race. Because this will be the white flag. Yep, that'll be the white flag. Gerald Ickmat is officially going to win this race. A tough break. We were getting ready to that hot moment in a final lap, and it's not going to be the case. Gerald Ickmat is going to get his first win this season. Courtney Winterbauer will have her best finish, as well as Ralph Green. Gabriella Bryan, our Daytona pole sitter, will finish 4th, as well as Adam Fiegel will make the top 5. Jordan Hetzer, Christian Brannon, Emily Johnson, Matthew Rodriguez, and Jeremy Doobie will be your top 10. Jeremy will actually get a good oomph of points with that victory. With that finish will actually help him in the points. So, Gerald Ickmat's going to win. And a tough break for Jacob Rodriguez and Dougie Shears. Jacob, who had a very good performing car, as well as Dougie, but unfortunately, they paid the price. But nonetheless, our winner as he's going to come out of this. Just get right to the point. Your winner here at the Aaron's 312 here at Talladega is Gerald Dickmat. Checkered flag flies. Anticlimactic finish here at Talladega. Our second race, we finished this season under yellow. The first one was actually in Las Vegas when Dunlap won that event. And it will be Gerald Dickmat, winner. Here at Talladega, Courtney Winterbauer second, and Ralph Green will finish third. And that will be the end of that tune. Winner, Gerald Dickmat, the Daly's Pontiac, taking the victory here. And obviously the points implications made a difference. As you will see, the points, Kelsey McEwen has taken the lead from Grace Gooden. Keith Batson will go to second. Zed Weinstein third. They'll be going fourth. Christina Cowan, Nick Knotts, Mike Doobie, Ralph Green, Gerald Dickmat with that win gets him in the top 10, as well as Tim Freilich at 10th. Dougie Shears drops down to 11th. Hayden Klein, Christian Brennan, Faith Johnson, Courtney Winterbauer, a good showing, gets her in 15th. Juliet Leonard, Trey Roberts, Jordan Hetzer, Alexander Wilson Leach, and Ed Gardner rounding out the top 20. Jason Wong, Gabriella Bryan, Tim Gardner, Emily Johnson, Adam Fiegel, Adam Chambers, Andre Castro, Charles Jackson, Jacob Rodriguez with that pole, but a DNF puts him 29. Dunlap Matthew Rodriguez. So the Rodriguez brothers separated by Dunlap in the number 8, our winner at Las Vegas. Casey Hutchinson and Batson, Lena Savage. Jeremy Doobie with that good top 10 showing gets him in the 35th spot. Grace Friedman, Ken Johnson, Darnell Jones, Celia Brewer, Matt Richards, Jack Richards, and Diana Panic with that very lackluster finish, albeit she did not DNF, which is kind of a silver lining, finishing on the outside of row 1, starting outside of row 1, but she's right now last in the points after 8 of 40. But the next race for the Sunoco Busch Grand National Series will be Nashville Super Speedway for the Pepsi 300 in Tennessee. They'll break away from the Cup cars, and the Cup cars doing their thing at Talladega comes up next.